Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode here on NRV Outdoors. Today we are back at my favorite little creek here at the farthest boundary to do a little bit of summertime trout fishing. But as I arrived here on the creek today, I noticed that this creek is still up and muddy. If you was with us during our last video, and you remember this creek had a massive flash flood where the water rose and it got super murky. And it appears the creek is still up and quite muddy. So we're here today to do a little bit of fishing. I had a challenge in store for you guys, but we're going to have to put that video on the back burner. And I think in today's video, we are going to break down how I like to fish muddy and murky water and how I like to break down and pattern the fish in order to have more success in the muddy and murky water. So in today's video, we're going to be throwing around that Fenwick Eagle with some 6-pound fluorocarbon line spooled up onto that Pfluger President. And I'm going to start off today throwing that white creek grub. When I arrived and seen it was so murky, I thought that bright white color might be an ideal bait. So we're going to start off with it, but odds are we're going to have to change up baits and presentations throughout the day to try to find a pattern that we can get these fish to take and continue to feed for us. I can already tell it's going to be a tough day, so let's hop into this video and let's just see how things turn out. All right, everyone, spot number one of the day. Water's looking murky. Tons of boot tracks over in here, but still optimistic. Got a white creek grub on here to start off the day. Just something kind of bright and flashy that these fish can see. We're going to bounce it on along in here. See if there's not a fish or two hanging out, willing to feed for us. Tons of rain here lately. Creek has pretty much been up and flooded every day for the last couple weeks. Once we get a couple days of sunshine there and some good summer heat, we'll get a big old thunderstorm to follow it up, or a day of steady rain. Murks that water up. Now, tons of boot traffic over in here. I mean, there has been a ton of people in here. Wow, nothing in any of these runs today, everyone. Just traveling up and down the road here. Fan casting into each hole, and wow, absolutely nothing. Murky water's proven to be a little bit difficult to figure out. This little run right here is pretty predictable. It's got a nice little dark pocket just over there. Typically that's where those fish will get, and we should be able to present a cast to them to get them to come on out. I think let's go ahead and change up presentation here. Made several casts in there with that white creek grub. I was really thinking something small, kind of flashy. We'll be able to get their attention quite well today. But as luck would have it, I think we're going to need something a little bit bigger. So we're going ahead and pop on the white creek bug here. It's just our go-getter day in and day out. We've hit several holes now and only had a very small amount of bites, so I think a presentation change is definitely due. Let's see if we can get a bite on it here. There we go. Oh, very first fish of the day on. It kicked the hook right there. Wow. Made that quick bait change though. And we got one to take it. Heck yeah. All right, everyone. Super tough bite here today. Kind of to be expected. We showed up and seen that old murky water like that. I knew it wasn't going to be a gimme kind of day. It's definitely going to take a little bit of effort, a little bit of finessing. So what better to put in some work here on the trout stream than that old black creek bug. A lot of people think black isn't an ideal color when the water's murky like this, but the truth is, when it's sunny like it is here today, nice and bright in the middle of the day, that black really does silhouette and casts a shadow beautifully. And it gives those fish something they can see and hone in on. So we're going to cross our fingers in hopes that we can get these fish to start to fire up a little bit. We have had one bite on that creek bug pattern so far. Quickly spit the hook back at us. We're going to fish it a little while longer right through here. Then we're going to move it right on up the creek and see what else we can find. There we go, fish on. Color change and fish on, there we go. What do we got here? Very first fish of the day, beautiful little rainbow trout. There we go. Picked this little hole apart, fished up and down the creek, changed up presentations and tactics, and landed on that old black creek bug, the tried and true. Probably one of the best lures in our arsenal. There we go. Fish number one of the day, everyone. Just a tiny little guy, but we'll take it. Tough conditions like this, every bite is definitely a blessing, so we will take it. Last cast for this run, and I think we're going to have to keep it moving. 2 fish on this little section right here on 2 different colors in 2 different areas of all things, but it kind of let us in on a little bit of what they want today. Instead of that smaller, more finessey presentation that we started off throwing that creek grub, they were wanting something a little bit bigger. And we found success on both black and white creek bugs, so that lets us know that little bit of a bulkier presentation might just be the trick, but we're going to have to keep moving up the creek, keep testing the waters until we can break down a perfect scenario to catch these fish. All right, slid up here to this nice slow hole, one of my favorites on the whole creek. I'm going to do a little bit of jigging to start off with. See if we can get anything up and feeding. There we go. There we go, right there. Fighting super hard. Beautiful little brook trout. Wow, there we go. We've covered tons of water, but there is fish number 2 for our muddy water adventure here. Seems like that black creek bug is still the bait of choice so far. There we go. Heck yeah, let's let her go. Back in there, happy and healthy. Alright, just changing through those colors. I'm gonna pop on that awesome yellow creek bug right there. Seeing tons of bees flying around. I really like to throw that yellow pattern whenever I can see bumblebees or wasps or hornets kind of working around the flowers around me. Pop on that awesome yellow color there. Visibility on it really isn't great, but it may just be the trick, so we'll definitely give her a try. There we go. Ooh, that feels like a pretty good fish, everyone. Oh yeah. Changed up colors. Got ourselves another fish here. Super angry, chunky rainbow. There we go. Another fish in the net, everyone. The only thing that has really been the same today is that creek bug pattern. Changing up colors seems to get their attention. Beautiful rainbow trout. Heck yeah. There we go. Another fish on. Right here in front of us. Wow, what a beautiful little rainbow trout we have got this time. Second fish on that bright yellow color. There we go. Wow, check out the colors on that one. What a beautiful fish. Calm down, we just want to look at you. Super angry coming up out of this murky water. Check that one out, everyone. Wow. All right, let's let her go. Still full of energy, ready to take off. So there we go, everyone. Another one down. That's the cast I was looking for. Right over there next to the bank. Give that creek bug plenty of time to fall. There we go. Fish on. Ooh, fighting super hard down there. Wow, wow, wow. Another beautiful rainbow trout. Slide that one in the net. There we go. There we go. May have found the pattern for the day. That bright yellow color. Something that's going to stand out. Good and visible to the fish. Also something that they're looking for, like I mentioned earlier. Tons of bees flying around. As you can see here floating in the water, we've got flowers in these trees. Let's let this little beauty go while it's still chomping at the bit to get out of here. But if you look here to our left, everyone, you'll notice that all of these trees back in here are blooming. They've got some beautiful flowers as well as over here in front of us. And that's got the bees back in here working. So we're shooting that bright yellow color. Kind of looks like a bumblebee. Letting it fall and hit the bottom. Just slowly jigging it back. These fish are willing to take it, so we'll keep trying this pattern, and it may just be the trick for the day. Alright, third attempt for the day for the old float here. We have messed with our depths and different runs, but so far the drifting technique has not been the deal. But again, the situation here just sets up so beautifully for it. It's hard not to want to give it another try here, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Cast it in right over there. Just pop it along downstream. Tell you what, let's open up that separation by about 4 inches. I think we'll continue to do that until we start to see that we're hitting the bottom. Really want to get that yellow color down there close to the bottom. If I was a trout, I wouldn't want to be but a couple inches off the bottom in this murky water. Really can't see what's going on around you too much. So I think down low is going to be the place to be. There we go. Just like that. Fix that depth and fish on. Looks like just another little rainbow. But coming out of this murky water, I'm not going to complain with anything that's willing to bite for us. There we go. Another beautiful little rainbow trout there, everyone. Just let him swim on out of the net. As you guys seen, I opened up that separation by about 4 inches, and it didn't take long, and that bobber was down. Heck yeah. Alright, everyone. Changed up locations. That last run that we were in had a couple other anglers come on in and start fishing, so figured I'd let them have at it. We caught a few out of it, so slid on up here to the old Lucky Dam. We've had some good success in the past. Figured I'd flick a few casts over in here before we move on down the creek somewhere else. There we go. Didn't take long. Oh, quick release right there. That will happen. We'll take it though, guys. The yellow color still working. There we go. Fish on. Good sized rainbow here. Wow. Still just a hammer in that yellow color, guys. Once we landed on this color, our luck has certainly changed. Fish number 2 out of this run. Both about the same size. This one here made it to the net. Gosh, angry, angry, angry. Wow, so angry. There we go. Check that one out, everyone. Beautiful, skinny little rainbow. We'll let him go right on back in there to join his buddies, happy and healthy. Another one on that yellow creek bug. Going ahead and check on it. Still looks good, guys. Heck yeah. All right, everyone. Rolling up to our last spot of the day. One of our favorite little sneaky holes. Water's still rolling by pretty quick and muddy, but this little hole right here tends to hold them. So let's just cross our fingers. See if we can get anybody to take, but this will definitely be our last stop of the day. We've got a thunderstorm rolling in. It's coming in nice and quick. This creek definitely don't need it, but what can you do, everyone? Unfortunately, Mother Nature's got plans for another shower, and this old creek is going to come up and get muddy again. There we go, fish on. Wow, fighting super hard too. Big old rainbow. Took that old yellow creek bug. Wow, beautiful fish too, everyone. Probably one of the bigger ones of the day. That yellow bug is still getting it done. Definitely saved our day of fishing here. Allowed us to have a good, successful afternoon. There we go, another one. Wow, this is a good fish too, everyone. What have we got here? Big old brook trout. Wow. Check this one out. There we go. Wow, that is a stud. Check that one out, everyone. Shoo-wee. Second brookie of the day, and it is a whopper. Right here out of our little sneaky hole. On that same little yellow creek bug. Wow, check that one out. Solid pound and a half. Probably 15 inches right there. Wow, let's let her go. Big old hefty brookie. Back in there happy and healthy. Wow, that old yellow creek bug is just getting it done for us. We're going ahead and check on him right there. Still looks good. We'll bomb him back in there again, everyone. There we go, another fish on. Wow, that one's fighting super hard. Right here at our feet. There we go. Another good sized rainbow right there, everyone. Wow, kicked in the net. Just like we like to see right there. Wow, check that one out. Good quality fish coming out of our little sneaky hole here. We'll let that one go. There's fish number 3. I can't see the bottom, and odds are these fish have no clue we're here. The water's just too murky. But we're making casts where we know the fish are. And sure enough, they're coming on out and getting it, everyone. Heck yeah. Alright, let's flip around this little down tree right here. We've had immense success around it here previously. Not so much in the mud and muck, but you never know. Still could be 1 or 2 hanging out right here. There we go, fish on. Didn't take long. This little down tree right here is a perfect little natural dam. and it keeps these fish just hanging out right in front of it. Well, there we go, another rainbow to add to our count for the day. Beautiful fish too, everyone. Wow. Let's let him go. Back in there happy and healthy. Well, everyone, I think that's pretty much going to do it for today's little video. I've had a ton of fun out here breaking down this creek and finding a pattern that we could catch some fish on and having a successful afternoon out here before another summertime rainstorm. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button, and as always, drop me a comment down below. Every comment really does help out the channel, and I do my best to reply to each and every one of them. If you have any tips and tricks on how you like to break down a creek or a fishery, depending on the condition, be sure to share that information down below. Everyone in the community would be happy to learn from you, and anything you could share would definitely be appreciated. But if you would like to get your hands on some of those creek bugs and any of the colors used today, or even those creek grubs, all you've got to do is click that description arrow. The very first link will take you straight to my website, and be sure to use code YouTube10. Save 10% off any order, $25 or more. But get out there if you can, everyone, and do yourself some fishing and have some fun. But most importantly, be safe and tight lines.